pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you all for coming tonight. We'll just do the quick introduction. Down here on my left, to your right, we have Quinn, we have Andy, Bev, and to my right, which would be your left, we have Betty Ann, Kristen, Mary, and then over at our alternates table, we have Tracy, and we have Rob, and I'm Richard Demko. Okay. So with that, we will open this up to our first public comment. First public comment going once. First public comment going twice. First public comment going 3 times. Hearing no public comment, our first public comment is closed. Item number 4, the presentation from our departments. So tonight, scheduled to present, we are going to hear from events. We'll hear from employee benefits, debt service, capital, and contingency, which Jason will be presenting on all of those items, as those are finance type related things. So without any further ado, we will call up events. Alex, you know the drill.
Alex Danka, 203 Pearl Street,
And you are?
the chairman of the events committee.
Yes, thank you. All right, what do you got?
So, again, we're going through the budget. If you have any questions, just stop me and ask. Memorial Day, I want you to look at back from 23, 24, and 25. I was just talking to Jay about this. You see the lower numbers. We were using another fund that we had set up for donations and stuff like that. That money has run out. So that's why those numbers were low. So I had to, so this year going forward, and there's 2 other items on here that we spent already that you haven't seen on here yet, such as the upcoming 175th anniversary fireworks that we just made a payment to. But I'm asking for Memorial Day. It's around $12,000 to run, give or take between $11,000 and $12,000 to run that. The Christmas Day parade is the same. The Scary Lawns event it's probably dead right on at $1,500. Christmas lights, same thing as what we do. The winter fireworks is at $16,000 now. They went up slightly. I already had estimates for the fireworks. That also includes paying the firemen to do the fire watch detail. No disrespect, I can never pronounce this next one. I talked to Anne Marie. She wanted to Diwali. Did I say it right? Yeah. Wow, I've been practicing that one. Event that'll be held at the community center. It'll be our first annual one to recognize that for them. And then the summer concert bands is also going to be money that we put aside for the 250th anniversary. The state's been asking towns and municipalities to try to do something for the 250th around the state. So that's what I put aside for that. So the really 56.83 up there is probably, Jay, I probably could have to figure it out a little bit better, but it's not really that up there because we were using the other monies. So,
Jason, is there a way that we could rebalance this for our master sheet when we get these? For like a true percentage increase on this?
Certainly, I could do that.
Excellent, thank you very much.
I could go over it with you, Jay, when we have time next week.
All right, we will go down the line. I mean, some of these things are pretty self-explanatory, at least to me. I mean, when you had Memorial Day parade funds that are now dried up, I see the increase for that. Okay, we'll go down the line. Quinn?
I have no questions.
Andy?
I'd just be curious to see what it is year over year, but I thought you did
I'm sorry.
I just want to see what it is, the true year over year is, but I don't have a problem with this. I think
Right.
you do a great job. I think people love the parades and, you gotta have it.
It all depends on the biggest thing is the bands, and I've been they're afraid to call me now because I've been putting a lot of the as in the past on Memorial Day. Beth could attest to this. We used to have every band in the world come. It was one of the best Memorial Days for bands, and Ooh, some of them now want $2,000 to $3,000 just to march.
Yeah.
We used to spend $800 to $900, and we thought that was a lot of money. Some bands now are up to $3,000. I have just the little cars, like the little Shriner cars. They used to be $700. Now they're $1,700. I'm happy that the Connecticut Hurricanes do not charge us, but the guy with the Pirates, you know, the member pulls with the, they're like $1,800 too now. The Connecticut Pipe and Drummer $2,500. It's just, so we had to scale back a lot on the bands, so I could try to keep it. Because I mean, if we were in a great time and a lot better off, I would be asking for $20,000 to put all the bands in the parade, but we can't do that. So you know,
You solicit, I think that you do, I missed it, like donations ever from the town, like, what do you get in?
we used to solicit all the we used to solicit for the last years. We used to do a mailer. We did one about 4 years ago, and we took in about $600. Yeah, it went way down. A lot of the people stopped giving, and it was a lot of work on our volunteers. We were the one probably, and Bev can contest this. We were probably one of the only groups who volunteered that, and also volunteered to raise money for groups. And it's has dried up. And I've been putting money aside. It was a little bit, and I mean, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but it was a little bit of a turnoff. We were always donating money, and then for our 175th anniversary, I asked for almost 10 years to put away $5,000 a year, so we could have a decent 175th anniversary. And that my budget got cut every year for that. And so we had eventually to start using all the other funds that we raised money. Some people gave us money for the Christmas donations, so everything, all those monies went to a fund that we used throughout the years to help keep it down. And I said, I think in the last year, I said the fund's is not going to be available next year. We have to start trying to put more money aside. And
I might sound like a broken record, but Trish and I are on the committee for the school, and the political action committee that helped, you know, push everything along. I know they're chomping at the bit to help with stuff, and it's a whole group of them. And Nicole McCula and you know,
Yes.
a few others, like I would think it might be worthwhile reaching out to them.
47. I'll give you my number. You pass it along to them if you like.
Yeah,
Want my
give me your number. I'll
give it-
talk to them
Yep.
and see. I mean, I know people that I know would donate. I mean, I would. So I think it might be worthwhile. See if you can get some donations.
I have no problem doing that.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like plan a parade or plan events going on donations unless you have money in the bank, because you have to. These organizations want money up front now. It's not even like, hey, come here and I could pay you. They want money.
Right.
And to set the parade, like our invitations just went out. So this year it's going to be on a Saturday. We're doing a Saturday parade this year.
What date is?
It's the Saturday before Memorial Day. I do not have a calendar with me. If someone has a calendar, is it? Or is it 20? Is it? Excuse me, I'm going to look for you guys. I'm bad with dates. That's why I put everything in a. You are right. 23rd. Look at you, right on.
All right.
Right.
And what's the month is?
Is May. So the reason why is, so we usually hold the parade on Sunday, but the parade route has changed, and 100% for a safer parade route, we're going to save money on, I think we're down 3 or 4 officers with this new parade route, so we're going to save money there. Well, we don't have to pay the police, the town pays them, which is good. It's cheaper for the town, but and it protects our participants a lot better. There's no mean, like with everything going on in the news, the chief, the deputy chief, and the lead detective up there, we met for weeks and went over a parade route where it's going to be safer for people to enjoy and not have to worry about someone barreling down the hill or running into kids. And I know we've read about this in the news, and so that's why we went on a Sunday, but it interfered with the church, and then also there might be another possible church service going on at the community center the same day. So to work together with everybody, we're going to have a picnic, and part of the money went up. We're going to have a small band afterwards, get a band afterwards, and do a Memorial Day celebration more down on the corner over there, where I'm talking to the church now to present the wreaths. So we're trying to get more community involvement. So maybe the following year, what you're talking about, or even maybe with the Christmas parade, would work out fantastic with trying to get more people involved with funds. I have no problem doing that, but I can't take anything on more with everything else I do, and I just have to be honest. That's why the fundraising efforts stopped on Memorial Day, because our group that we have is overwhelmed already. But if you have somebody else who wants to help with do that, I have no problem.
Let me get your info and I'll pass it along, and I'm sure they'd be happy to help.
Bev?
Has the attendance gone up or down on these parades?
So
There you go.
depending on the day,
Yep.
depending on the weather, we had some years where we were great, and on years we're on very low.
Okay.
It's like anything else. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna try this Saturday event. We're gonna try this picnic, try a band, and we'll see what happens. If the attendance keeps dropping, then we're gonna not drop the parade, but we're gonna have to downscale.
Right, do something different.
Something different. I mean, I have no problem trying something new. This is what we're trying. And I know, you know what, and Sundays, if you think about it, like we're changing the parade. I'm going to tell you, when we'll go to the Christmas one, we're changing the Christmas parade this year too.
To what day?
We're going, you're killing me, Bev. You're killing me, Bev. It's going to be the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The Saturday before Thanksgiving. So, theory there, throughout the years, I mean, me and my wife have lived in this town since 95, 96, Trish? We moved here. And I remember with Melanie, Michael, and Stephanie, they were involved in all the sports. They were involved in everything. And I said, why are we having a, I'll tell you, that'd be nice. Why are we having a parade on one of the busiest weekends all the time? And it's Thanksgiving weekend. So, you know, besides getting family, building a float, helping them, I said, you know what, finally, let's try something new. So we're looking at doing a nighttime Thanksgiving Christmas parade. So we've been working with the chief on this already, and this new parade route is going to be very easy to handle this. Prospect does it. I believe Prospect does a nighttime parade. It's well attended, I heard.
Yeah, they do.
No, for Christmas, yeah. Christmas, I think they do a Christmas one too. Yeah, so we're going to try this. We're going to do a nighttime Christmas one where everybody will decorate their trucks, and hopefully all the fire trucks will be decorated in Christmas lights, Chief. And so, yeah, and I think we'll get a lot more aerial firemen and around towns and a lot more groups. It's something new. And let's see. And again, if attendance doesn't do well, then next year when I come here, we'll be talking about something different maybe.
Okay.
But I'm asking, you know, be kind this year. I have never went a year without being cut. I'm asking, give me a little bit to play with this year so I can make what the Seymour needs, some free entertainment.
I have one more question. What is the new parade route going to be?
Parade route's going to start Derby Ave, same place. We're going to start down by, we get off Route 8. What's that, exit 17 now?
Oh, okay.
Derby Ave, right?
Oh,
Derby
by
Ave,
the
cemetery.
yeah, okay.
Come down. We're going to put the bandstand right on in the park. We're going to go over Broad Street Bridge, left on Main Street. And when you hit Bank Street where the train station is, all the walkers are going to go left down Bank Street and get picked up. and all the trucks and floats are gonna go straight, so we're not gonna have to close down 67.
67, okay.
Yes. So it'll be a lot easier for people to get around and make things happen. And, you know, and we could focus more on some entertainment down right in the center, across from the community center.
Okay, Betty Ann?
I guess with complaints of the route being changed may accommodate.
I think it's her.
With regard to the route changes, is that going to accommodate businesses that have complained in the past of it pulling away from their business during that day?
It should,
Thank you very
because it's gonna allow people to get through town a lot easier on, through 67 will not be closed.
Okay.
It's gonna allow people to go down Cedar Street to get on the highway, go up through West Church, down to Cedar Street, right? Down there to get on the highway, so it's not gonna, the only one problem will be if, you know, they have to, because before if you come down like by my house down Pearl Street,
I
down
don't-
this way, you
Yeah, and
can't.
I don't know where your house
Okay, but
is.
you
so
can't get over
different.
to this side of the highway. You had to drive all the way down through Beacon Falls, but this way you can still drive down 67 and get on the highway and get around. So this is gonna help a lot of people and won't gridlock them for 2 hours.
All right, and that's only based on feedback I've gotten from businesses, that it just sucks the life out of them
Yes, this will be
with the
no,
route,
this will be a lot easier for the
Yeah.
businesses and for the residents.
and not supported, because that detracts from being able to go to businesses to get sponsors for the event. Be a gold sponsor, be a silver, be a platinum sponsor, and because it detracts so much from them, that might be some of the difficulties.
we
So the route
encourage.
change could be very effective. Thank you. I think that's all I have. I do love the events. I think they're much needed. On the Diwali, you can't call it a first annual because it's never happened. It has to be an inaugural.
That's what I'll call it then.
That
Okay,
is
we'll let
something
their
from-
committee figure that
No, I'm
out. That's
just-
not for us to
No, he
figure out up
mentioned
here.
it as a first
So-
annual, and that was all I was contributing, that
I agree.
as long as
Thank you.
call it inaugural. Thank you.
I just wanted to say, I forgot, I didn't really touch on the scary lawns or the Christmas lights. The scary lawns, so just so you guys know, we had 6,000 people voting online
Wow, that's pretty
for
good.
that. I don't want to be into 5,600 and change, so close to 6,000 people. The biggest thing was watching me tackling our first select woman to the ground. No, I'm teasing. But no, they loved watching Anne Marie and Deputy First Select Woman get screamed, chased by Michael Myers. People loved it. What we're working on, but I don't want to really say too much about it with some of the scary lawns, and we might be doing some scary businesses. They might have been talking to a few businesses off on the sides to let you guys a quick thing. And we might be visiting some businesses that are what me and Anne Marie and Trish and a few of us do. We go to all the houses and we interact. There's a lot of them put up live. It's like a live event now for a lot of these people. It's just not my daughter. It's just a live event, and it's just so enjoyable. So to get close to 5,600 points. But it's a lot, and the only I was a little bit disappointed this year. I have to be honest with you, because I just tell how it is. The Christmas lights, they didn't take off that well this year. I foresee it. I think it was because Thanksgiving was so late this year, and it started. I just wasn't a big. We still had houses to see and everything, but it wasn't as big as it has been in the past. But we're going to promote it better this year, and the big disappointment that I heard this year, we didn't have the fireworks, but they're already been booked for Christmas this year too. So people were very disappointed in that. But again, because I didn't get the funding for we need to do something for the 175th anniversary, so I transferred the fireworks until the 175th anniversary one that we had last year. So for the Christmas, summer one. So we tried to make it work. And I got yelled at by Jay because I was close to going over budget on some things, but thank you.
Kristen,
I'm all set. My questions have been asked.
Mary,
All set, thank you.
Thank you.
Robin, Tracy.
I'm all set, thank you.
Hey, Rich, just really quick. Has any conversations like with other towns about getting together and doing parades? Like, I know we have a few towns that come in March in ours, but like
Yes.
to do a collaborative effort?
A lot of the parades
Like
that
Seymour Oxford, Seymour Beacon Falls.
yeah, a lot of
something
them are
like
on Monday, and I don't want to take away from our Memorial Day presentation that we have up at French Park.
that. Understood.
So I mean, it would be great. We could try, but I think a lot of we could try to do something, you know, like a consortium, you know, where everybody gets together and try to do a parade. I have no
Yeah.
problem having a discussion like that.
Just an idea. You know, it's just something that hit me.
We've talked
We're
about
talking
it in the
about parades.
past, but it just never. When we talk about it in January, and the next thing you know, it's April, and we're doing a lineup already. It's just something that we probably have to plan
Yeah, no, I understand.
now for next year.
Okay.
But it's a good suggestion.
I don't have any further questions. I think we covered this pretty in depth.
I'm sorry.
This is good. No, this is what
This
we
was
need to
good.
do.
No, it's good. This is good stuff.
Absolutely. You know, events are the things that people look forward to in this town, so we appreciate your detail and attention to all of this. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
All right. So, we're now moving on. Jason, which one do you want to do first? You want to do benefits, debt service, or capital? You want to do benefits? All right. We're going to go over benefits first. Here we go. Okay, you're up.
All right, I put together a little analysis here. Excuse me. Employee benefits made up of a couple different categories here. We have the health insurance, which is broken out between medical, dental, and vision. We have MERS, which is our municipal employees retirement plan. And then we have some payroll taxes, which is Social Security and Medicare, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. Employee benefits at the top, I did a comparison 2 years. So you have last year's and you have this year's. The medical, we're getting quotes at 13.5. I think that's a solid number. I think we started the process maybe at 15, but we're down to 13.5, and I think that's where we're going to end up. The dental number is approximately 20% increase. And the vision is going to remain the same. So I broke out here on this analysis here how much a single plan is, two family household, and then a family household, which is more than two. And that's the cost for the plan. Any questions on that before I move on? Okay. In the middle of the page, I broke out the total cost for the town. The first line there is the medical plan based on the number of employees that we have. In the prior year, fiscal year 26, we had an HSA for the first half of the year before we switched out. So there was an added cost to the town there, approximately $105,000. Opt-out. Everybody familiar with the opt-out? All right, I'll give a brief explanation for those at home. If you are an employee of the town and elect not to be on the town's health insurance, the town will pay a percentage based on the union contract. For instance, police would be 60% of the policy, and that would be the opt-out cost. We do have some additional For the current year, we have some additional, at least projected, employees going for the opt-out versus prior years. There's also a sick bank. If you don't use your sick time, and an employee doesn't use the sick time, they can accumulate the sick time. And they can choose, before the end of the year, to have a portion of it paid out. It's capped by union contract, approximately how many hours can get paid out every single year. Then the last portion there you see is the employee cost. Each employee is required to have withheld from their paycheck portion of the medical expense. Obviously, a single employee will have a smaller percentage than those on the family plan. Based on our projections, despite the fact that the medical percentage is increasing, those that are now in a single plan versus taking the opt-out, we have more people doing that, more employees doing that this year. We are projecting that medical costs will basically remain the same. You can see my numbers there. We have the 2.929 versus the 2.893 year over year. So it's basically a flat expenditure. In addition to that, we have the MERS retirement plan, Municipal Employees Retirement System, which is a qualified defined pension, public pension plan for employees. Town employees, it's approximately 16.7%, 16.71. And if for the police officers and staff, it's 26.73. So I've calculated those totals from fiscal year 26 and 27 as a comparison. So you see the projected 27 amount 1.916. In addition, as you guys are probably aware, the town matches Social Security and Medicare for all of their employees that pay into the Social Security system. The Social Security percentage is 6.2%. Medicare is 1.45%. I believe the cap is 180,000 and change. $1.45. I don't have the Social Security max on the top of my head, but I don't know town employees get there. Any question on any of the benefits that the town pays?
All right, we'll do this the way that we usually do. We'll go down the line. Yes.
Why doesn't everybody just leave their microphones on? This way, you don't hear that people at home cannot hear them because people forget, no disrespect, turn their microphones on. So just leave them on.
Okay. We'll go down the line. Quinn,
I don't have any questions right now.
Andy,
What percentage of the pool for the town is like governed by the union contracts? Like,
What percentage of town
yeah,
employees?
yeah, I mean, everybody, I mean, is
Everybody except,
everybody's union in
well,
the
except
town?
who, there's probably 5 or 6 contracts employees? Is that right? 6?
In town hall.
In town hall.
You're 7.
7.
And then the board of ed is your administration, administration, not the teachers, but your administration, the business manager,
Right, those are contracts.
central office personnel.
Right, but in terms of town halls, it's 7 are contract, everybody else is governed by union.
When's the next union, like, when do those,
They're
all over
different.
the place?
They're all
Like,
different, yes.
Through the chair.
yes.
We just, they're 5-year contracts, so, board of ed just did theirs, we'll be doing some more, and then we'll be, town just did theirs, these have 2 years. Public Works is on year 2, so within the next
And for like the examples up here, like a family plan where the town's paying most of, by contract of this $3,600, what deductibles do you have in place? I mean, is it just everything's paid for by the town? I mean, is it, what are the plans like?
No, there are some deductibles
But
in
not-
place.
Not much?
We're on the state partnership plan. I probably would feel more comfortable having HR discuss,
Yeah, just
deductibles.
curious.
I don't.
Okay.
Beth?
Yeah, is there any way we could get a breakdown of how many people are single, how many are two family,
Absolutely.
and how many is a family on the benefits? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Betty Ann?
The question was just asked of Bev for the same information, breakdown on individual, family, and decline.
I'm all set.
Kristen? Mary?
Nothing, thank you.
All right.
Rob?
Beverly asked my question.
Okay.
Tracy? Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to move over to debt service. That's on the second page of this package we handed out.
So debt service for the town is made up of two portions. We have a principal portion, and we have an interest portion. The far right column, those are all principal and interest payments due in the next fiscal year. I present them here. This is unfortunately a portion of our budget that cannot be adjusted. These are, otherwise we would be in default. You will notice a new one there. We have a fire truck. The fire truck's still on order. The latest I hear is that we're getting it in somewhere around December. The first payment that you see in this budget here, $237,301 is the principal payment, and down below I added a second line item. It says fire truck, the new account, $80,293 is the interest. This loan will be paid off in 2032. Total principal payments over the life, $1,708,562.
One more time.
$1,708,562. Total interest over that same period of time, $514,597. Total payments, $2,223,159. I believe this is a ladder truck. Okay, yes, it is. Any questions on any of the debt service or the new fire truck and associated loan?
Go down the line. Quinn?
No questions right now.
Okay.
Andy? Bev?
I had one question. The 2017A refunding bond for $335,000,
Yes.
is that something that's just coming due now? This year?
There was a period of time where we did not have to make principal payments on that loan.
For what, 10 years?
2017A?
Yeah.
It looks like we made a payment in 23.
Okay, and then we didn't have to make anything for 1, 2, 3 years?
That's correct. Principal payments, yes.
Okay. Do you know what that was for?
It's a refinancing.
Okay,
I don't remember what we refinanced.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I have.
Okay. Betty Ann,
No questions, thank you.
Kristen,
All set, thanks.
Mary,
Nothing, thanks.
Robin,
All set.
Tracy. Okay. I don't have any further questions. Okay, so now we go into capital and contingency.
So if you look at the capital line item, the 861, it's the first one there. We haven't done capital, at least in the general fund budget, for quite some time because we had the ARPA funds.
The ARPA funds, correct.
Yes, exactly. We get together, all the department heads. In the beginning of January, we had a summit, and we said, if we had $375,000 for the next 5 years, what would everybody need for their department, and how would we allocate it? You heard some presentations already, and you'll hear some more presentations. I think on Wednesday we have town buildings and we have public works. You heard from the police department, they're looking for an additional storage facility for some of their seizures. Public works is also looking for some equipment, and I believe they need a new storage shed as well. Fire department, we heard from the chief, he's looking for a second set of protective gear for his crew. And we heard from the IT director as well, and he was mentioning that our phone system is getting older and we may need an upgrade. These are just some of the items that will be coming along down the path here of what we would need to address. The turf replacement fund, the next on the list, is the 75,000. This is the last year for that 75,000. We've been putting 75 away, at least from what I remember. Again, it was handled by ARPA for those couple of years.
Right.
Town building improvement fund, I know we have and will have town buildings on Wednesday, and I know there's repairs and maintenance annually that's done to the buildings, but you know, sometimes stuff happens, and we have a little budget issues, so we have a little $25,000 here that maybe, if we need it, we can use it. OPEB trust fund, you see,
Yeah.
you see in previous years, we made a little bit of a commitment, 50,000, 25, 10, just going down the line there from 23, 24, 25. We had 1,000 last year. Just to try to keep the taxpayers in mind, we put $5,000.
We're trying here. We're trying, all right?
We are trying. I'd like to be able to commit a little bit more, but you can see all the other requests as you've heard all the
Right.
department heads give their presentations. The annual F-550 truck, this is for the Public Works Department. I think just to maybe
Yep.
get on track and start replacing the fleet. And then the reval. I think everybody's aware of the reval that went on in town this year in terms of their appraisals. We're going to have to do that again in 4 years from now. This is
40 grand a year, basically.
Yeah, so we're looking to put aside 40,000 a year for the next 4 years, so that down the road it's not $160,000 or $170,000 impact. Contingency. This, if you look to prior years versus what we're asking for this year, it's extreme. You know, it's obviously a huge decrease. General projects just $20,000. I know this year we had unexpected large repair to a fire truck. It was, I don't know, $9,000 or so, and obviously fire was their line item was pretty depleted, so we were able to use some of the contingency fund for that. Tax refunds contingency is the same as last year, the 15,000. Roads, 25,000, just for some additional pothole repair, I imagine, with this winter. There's gonna be significant repairs needed. Fuel contingency, you can see in prior years, we had 90,000, 75,000, 23, 24 respectively. 25, it was 15,000, and then this year we're just asking for 5. Again, if fuel prices fluctuate and we find ourselves just a little bit behind the 8 ball, we can use some of those funds. Contingency 65,000, last year was 145, and you go back to at least the last couple of years, 275, 185, so it's decreased a lot. Any questions on either the capital or the contingency portion of the budget?
Let's go this way this time. Mary,
Nothing, thank you.
Kristen,
I'm all set, thanks.
Betty Ann,
I believe I'm all set, thank you.
Bev,
All set.
Andy,
All set.
Quinn.
The ARPA funds, do we have a breakdown of what we received and what we actually accomplished in the town so that we can kind of reflect and look at, like, what some of these?
We do have a schedule that lists all the projects that we did from start to finish.
Okay.
And we spent everything, all the funds that were allocated with the exception of, I don't know,
It's a couple $100, I think you said, right?
Yeah.
I think that was returned.
Right.
That was all
I know we
right.
pretty much.
Yeah, we
used a
did
lot.
kind
We
of
did a lot.
already have this presentation already, but, I mean, yeah, just
for
to
the new
refresh
members,
everybody's
yeah.
memory,
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to-
distribute the sheet
Sure.
when you get a chance.
Gotcha.
Just to get our new members up to speed on this, because I think that discussion happened before we
They
were
were
joined
on.
with everybody.
Right.
Cool.
That's it.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Tracy,
What's the capital threshold?
The capital threshold?
Yeah, like what dollar value says, okay, now it's capital because it's $10,000?
Oh, 5.
5?
Robin.
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. And I guess that's it for presentations tonight. Okay. With that, we will be moving on to item number 5, our second public comment for the evening. Public comment. Going once. Public comment. Going twice. Public comment going 3 times. Public comment is closed. Item number 6, correspondence. You know the question I'm going to ask, Jay.
I don't have anything.
Thank you. All right, item number 7, new business. Okay, so we just got our new schedule for all of our dates. We note the changes that are on here. The next time we see each other will be this Wednesday, March 4th, which we will have our first public hearing. And the purpose of this public hearing is just for the public to come weigh in on anything that they've heard so far from all of the departments in their presentations up to this point. After the public hearing, we will continue right into our workshops and hear from Town Buildings, Public Works, and then we will get a rundown of the revenues. So that is all happening Wednesday, March 4th. Are there any questions in regards to the schedule of events for this Wednesday? No.
I can only say that it's the only time of the year that tells you to do something. March 4th.
Yes. We are marching
Put it in the
forth.
minutes.
Gotcha.
It's the only day of the year that
A
tells
little
you to do
lighthearted
something.
humor up here.
So sorry.
Listen, we need this, because in a couple of weeks, we're busting out the math, and
That's the only time I can say it.
Things are
After that,
gonna
I'm done.
get serious,
Hang
so-
ourselves from the next ledge.
all right. With that, does anybody have any other new business they want to discuss?
No,
No?
no snow.
All right, yes, no snow. We cannot afford any more snow days with the schedule that we have moving forward. So
Please.
fingers, toes, shoelaces, everything you can
Hair.
cross. And with that, it is, look, My watch is always fast, so I'll give you an exact. It's 7:48. We are done for the evening, and I'll see you all on Wednesday.